Hello friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. Welcome to Throwback Thursday. This is a little weekly series on my blog where I reach back into my stash and share an older paper collection, tool, technique, die, project, and we make something fresh and new. This is a little bit of a hybrid. I'm using some old stuff and some new stuff and some stuff that I just shared recently. I'm dipping back into Photoplay Paper's Serendipity collection by Becky Moore. This is such a happy collection, and if you look back, you'll see there's a cherry on top card. I'll link to it in the description box, where I used this and did a full tour of the paper collection. It's what I call happy paper. So today we're going to make a little card, and I got some new dies from Spellbinders. This is called Gnome Drive, and there are 7 sets in all. I have 3 of the sets. This first one is called Gnome Drive Holiday, and if you're only going to get one of these sets, this is the one I recommend the most because it has the car and the gnome. So it's hard to use the rest of the sets if you don't have these, but it makes this adorable little car. It's got Christmas tree. It also works for birthdays. It's really versatile. And I'll show you the first card that I made with this. So here's, I'm sorry guys, these gnomes, they make me laugh. Here's the first card I made with the Gnome Drive basic set. And you can see how cute this little car turns out. I went Christmas, so I dressed up my car with red glitter paper and some silver metallic paper. This is Graphic 45 St. Nicholas paper or Night Before Christmas paper. Spellbinders Pico Petite Circles. I think you can still get these. This is the old. This is the something old, and the paper is the something old. And then I just dressed it up with some little beads and sequins and jingle bells on the bow. And then on the inside, I just created a little gift card pocket, which I'm going to show you how to do today. With a little note card inside, a little tag, and a place to tuck in a gift card. So these are so cute. The googly eyes I added just because I thought they were hilarious, and hopefully you think so too. So this is the basic set. This is the Gnome Drive Holiday. And then there's also Gnome Drive Hearts for You that has this great balloon bouquet. There's a different style hat, or I used it as a scarf, and then arrows. Obviously, this is meant for Valentine's Day, but as I said, it works terrific for birthdays, and this is the one we're going to make together. And then there's also Gnome Drive Spring, which has St. Patrick's Day and Easter, and you can see it's got the horseshoes and the hat. The buckles, the bunny ears for Easter, Easter eggs, and little spring flowers. So these sets all coordinate together beautifully, or they work fine on their own. But if you're only going to get one, as I said, get this one, the Gnome Drive Holiday, so you get the cute little gnome mobile and the gnome. All right, so let's go ahead and build this card together. Oh, and here are the Pico Petite Circles. These are an older Amazing Paper Grace. They're one of my favorite dies. I use them all the time, and they're just, I love adding a circular element to a card because it breaks up those harsh square edges on a card. So here we are ready to go. We're going to make a 5.5 by 5.5 inch square card, and you will need one 5.5 by 11 inch piece of off-white cardstock, scored in half at 5.5 to make a top fold card. Then go into your Serendipity papers, and I also like to use the My Colors cardstock that they put into sets now to coordinate. And I want you to cut from your yellow. We're going to cut a 5 3/8 by 5 3/8 square, and from the pink, we're going to cut a 5 1/8 by 5 1/8 inch square. And from this great floral, we're going to cut a 5 by 5 square. This is just a tick under 5, but these all layer together and make a great looking background for our card. I like these My Color cardstocks because they're the perfect weight for card making, and the colors match the paper collections perfectly, which is always so nice. I don't know about you, but it's like I have all this colored cardstock, and sometimes I go to make a card and I'm like, how do I not have the right shade of this color for this card. That's just not possible, but it happens. So this way, the cardstock always matches the paper collection, which I'm a fan of. So this is just simple, basic card making. All right. And then I cut a 5" by 2" panel of this pretty butterfly, and I matted it just top and bottom on the pink, and this is going to go down in the center as a belly band. This is such a simple card recipe. You could use this for any card. Then I used the yellow. This is the back side of the butterfly. I cut an additional circle out of craft cardstock so that I would have 2 layers so that my foam tape would go down nice and smooth so I didn't get bumps and stuff, which is a really good tip. And this goes down right here. So we've put our circle down, and this time, this car cracks me up. This is a really cute car, and you could take this masculine too, just change out the papers. But I made a little pink convertible. Here's my little gnome in here. Here's the balloons that I cut out of the patterned paper. And a little tip is, before I cut out of patterned paper, I cut out of 110 cardstock, either white, cream, scraps, whatever you have. It doesn't really matter because you're going to cover it with your patterned paper. So you cut each die twice, and then you layer it, and it just makes it so much sturdier and easier to work with. So I gave this gnome a little fancy hat, and here's her package over here. So you can see, even though this all came from the Christmas one, except for the heart balloons, it works really well for birthday. So we're going to put this little snazzy, little stylish gnome down in the center of our circle. Just like this. And the reason I wanted this yellow circle is that it makes the focal image pop, because these are busy patterns. So you put something that reads like a neutral in between your focal and the busy patterns, and you just end up with a better result. So now I've tied a little bow with 3/8 inch orange gingham, and I think I want this to go over here. And then I tied a little baker's twine bow. It's going to go right here. And I took a little cupcake charm, and I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to glue a pink button right on top of that, just like this. So there's our bow. And I think I put my little car down crooked, but maybe they're on a curvy highway, who knows. Then I trimmed out this little butterfly from my patterned paper, and I'm going to put it right here, I think. I found some little stick pins in my stash. These are ancient, so this kind of works for Throwback Thursday. I've got a yellow star and a pink heart. It's going to go right here. And then I've got this little memo pin, and I cut out this little Celebrate sentiment from the paper collection, and I'm going to tuck it back behind my gift package like this. Okay, so there's our card. We don't need to do, well, I do have some little sparklies that I'm going to scatter around just to add a little extra bling bling, because it's gnomes and why not. So I'll do that on my own time. I use my Dries Clear adhesive and I like this quick stick that We Are Memory Makers makes. It makes it easy to pick up all the little things. So now we're going to go to work on the inside of our card, and I've got a 5 3/8 by 5 3/8 of this pretty orange dot. And then on the bottom, I'm using my scraps. This is 5 3/8 inches by 4 of this pretty floral so that we tie in with the papers that we use on the front. That's always a really good tip for card design. It helps create a feeling of continuity. I'm going to make a little pocket, which you knew you would make a pocket, right? So we're going to score 1/2 inch on the bottom. We're going to score 1/2 inch on the side. And I cut this to 6 3/8 by, I think I went 3.5. Nope, by 3. Because this way it's going to fit, since this is 5 3/8, you add an inch, and that gives you your 1/2 inch borders on each side. So then come in with your scissors, and if you'll look, I'm going to show you on the back side because it'll be easier, where these lines intersect, all right? These scored lines intersect. You're just going to cut like this, a little triangle, that the base of your triangle cuts right through those lines that intersect. Then just fold your flaps, double check to make sure it fits, and it fits perfectly. This is cut from the journal card. It's the back side of the orange, and I'm just going to put this right here. Then this is a sticker from the sticker sheet. Today I celebrate you. I'm going to show you how to make that little gift card holder. This is 3 inches by 11. And yes, this is 2 7/8 by 3 7/8 of our blue floral. And this is going to go right here. And yes, it looks like it's in the wrong spot, but it's actually in the right spot. Then I trimmed our birthday cake out from the journal sheet and matted it on this bubblegum pink. It's going to go right in the center. Now I bring in my scoring tool, and I'm going to line this up so that I've got an even margin between the top and the bottom. So that's just a hair over 4. And fold it. And then do the same thing here, score. And then come down, let's go 1.5 inches. Okay, so we're going to cut this flap off. All right. I'm actually going to turn this around and score on this line so that I'm fold into the bump. You just get a cleaner fold if you do that. So this comes up like this. Then we know, let me see, I want this to be 1 inch wide. And I want to go just under 1.5 inches. These are going to be the gussets for our pockets. See how easy this is? I'm just going to score these in half. So I've got this piece of the green. This is the back side of the blue. This is just a scrap. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down because it'll be easier to do now. And this goes right here. So see, our pocket's going to cover that. And on the top, oh, let's go with this really wild diagonal stripe. That'll be fun. Since we're all bright and cheery, it's kind of a rainy day here. So bright and cheery is fun. And then I've cut a little piece. This is also 2 7/8 inch wide by just under 1.5 inches. This is going to go right here. I've got a 1-inch punch. Now we come in, we add our gussets. So the folded edge goes along the outside edge, and you want it level with the top and level with the sides. You don't want it to show. That's the whole idea. It's hidden. And it's just a quick and easy way to make a pocket. All right. So now you've got a place to tuck in a gift card, and this will fit in this pocket like this. Isn't that cute? And let's put our cover on, and this card is done. Quick and easy Throwback Thursday. It's always good to have a recipe for a quick and easy card because you never know when you're going to have to put a card together in a short period of time. And you just follow these measurements and layers and use whatever paper you have in your stash, and you've got a super cute card. So there you go, guys. Photoplay Serendipity and Spellbinders Gnome Drive. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. If you like what we did here today, I'd love to have you come back, and go get your craft on. Bye.